first thing that you have to do is you gotta get the right kind of start out of the box. I'm gonna try to get my start. I'm gonna try to hold my position going down the arena in a way that sets my horse up to make a good entry. I want to enter the corner. I want to get my loop over the steer's back, and I'm not just gonna turn the corner and fire like you would normally see at a lot of these jackpots or rodeos. I'm gonna turn the corner just like we were doing in our drills. I want to get my position, hold my position 2 or 3 swings, and then make the shot, make my horse get on his butt, good dally, you know, and we don't want to kill the steers off. I don't care who you are, steers cost a lot. So I get a good dally, kind of bump them, and then I turn loose. And just work on that consistency, because at any time, there's many things that you have to overcome in a run. And so we'll see a lot of those things today, and we'll work on them, and hopefully things will go smooth. It's always a better day when you catch. Well, here we're going to get started with our practice session, and today we're going to make just some pretty realistic runs. You know, when you're getting ready to go somewhere, the George Strait's the next place we're going to go. So Joel's probably he's not gonna see him a mile out there and then try to go close the gap and act like we're at the BFI or somewhere. He's taking a start at him, roping fairly aggressive, and then basically on my side of it, I'm trying to make sure that I ride a good corner. I want to get in close enough to get my loop over their back, hold that position, and see a good hop. So you can see this run, I'm in over him. I got my angle is good, coming flat across his back, and then make a good shot. I get the steer on a short rope. One thing that this mare of mine, Abby, tries to do a little bit is, as I come tight, she kind of wants to move her hips over just a little bit. So part of what I do on her is trying to hold her real straight. Now we transition over and get on a couple of different horses, and now I'm on my dun horse, and he's a little greener. This is the one I was roping the Smarty on, and the little bit of inconsistencies that you see with him are things that I'm trying to work through on him to create a consistent way of getting to the corner and making the shot. But it takes a lot more riding on him than it did that little mare that I was on. I thought this was a really good run. We made real smooth. Joel got a good start, real good position. You can see his space left of the steer, really stayed in his lane good. My horse actually felt good on this steer, made the shot easy, kept him in front of me, and then the timing of it, see how he's on his butt, and the way the run come tight and the way Joel finished really made this run come together. If it had to pick one out to take anywhere you wanted to take to consistently make, this is the kind of run you want to make.
Something that I have been working on more, I feel like one of my biggest weaknesses is really facing all the way straight, which this horse right here, you can tell of my 3 horses, he definitely faces the best. How when you see him face, he's just completely looking down the rope at Kory. Another thing I'm really working on is making my horses run across a line, staying down. Because both of my horses are a little bit older and they have been rodeoed on quite a bit. So about the only thing I do need to think about on them is just really make sure that I run them towards the cow, because they're pretty dang automatic.
This is another run that is just a kind of a textbook run. You see Joel leave there, he's not pulling, ride hard across there, gains, sticks it on the steer, and then right here I'm able to come around, and for me, my comfort spot is to be in kind of close to the steer. That's not for everyone. I know a lot of the guys nowadays like to keep the steer a little more out in front of them, and then they're always kind of staying in stride, and the timing of the run is, it stays smooth if you can keep the steer out in front of you and you're pushing to him. And one thing that's just common sense is the closer you get to something, the harder it is to see everything that's happening. So if you can just have a step wider in your position going down the arena right here, I can really see everything that's going on. Then as the head rope is coming tight, that's where I move in a little bit, because I like to be in over the steer, like right here. Got my rope over his back, then I separate from him, and then I feel like that's how I can throw the best quality loop for me and finish good.
All right, well, great. Thank you guys for watching with us. And like I said, we're super happy about Kory being on our team. And for more information, check us out on Facebook or at bachroping.com.